Hello, students. This is a piece of information which the KHDA has released as All Seasons Education Landscape Report. The students can use this piece of information for their research, and students can also use it for analytic paragraph writing or essay writing. The information given over here is a collection of information which will be very, very helpful for the students for their writing, speech, etc. Now let us have a look at it. All seasons education, change and resilience in Dubai schools, universities and early childhood centers. Academic year 2020 and 21. The edition is the spring edition. Now let us proceed to see what information is given over here. This is the second of the three landscape reports for this academic year. The data in the infographic is accurate as of February 1st, that is 2021. Now you can quote this piece of information in your writing, and analytic writing, or your research. Never stop learning. Education shapes life, and whosoever stops learning stops living. This is a quote that students can quote in your speech. This piece of information is really interesting about the 210 schools and the number of students going to the schools. The growth, student growth is recorded. You can see that the growth was recorded in this academic year for the effect from the previous year, that is autumn, to the spring now, that is 2021. You can see the rise in students, especially to 2.6% rise. When you're writing an analytical paragraph, you can pick this piece of information autumn of 2020 and the spring of 2021 and draw a comparison. The rise, the values that is given over here, 279, that is 279,191 students, increased to 2,000 to 286,588. Out of that, the breakup, you can also see the number of girls, number of boys in this number. That is 138,917 girls, and out of this number, 147,000 boys, 147,000 boys, 147,671 boys. I'm going to excuse me for that. Out of this number, the number of the Emirati students were 33,288, and among this breakup of this number was 15,312 girls, 17,976 boys, and these students had access to all the choices, all the curriculum that was at their disposal. 50% of these students are doing 100% distance learning. That means learning from home through computer devices, iPads, etc. etc. And the remaining students are doing blended learning. That means coming to school for 3 days face-to-face learning, and for 2 days they are on digital learning. They are doing blended learning. It's a combination of distance and face-to-face education. Now, a piece of information that is given over here is student by curriculum. The various curriculum listed over here are UK curriculum, 109,711 students. Indian curriculum, 15,000, I believe it is 185 students or 885 students. Not visible to me. Let me just enlarge this so that we have a better view of this. Indian, it is 75,185 students. US curriculum 46,976 students. IB curriculum, that is International Baccalaureate, is 18,417. MOE curriculum 13,551. French, that is 6,823. And other curriculums like Philippine and other countries 15,925. Even Bangladeshi curriculum. I believe this piece of information is quite interesting and informative. You will use it. You can use it for your paragraph writing, essay writing, and research work. Then we have information regarding the students of determination. Students of determinations are those who have slightly some challenge, either cognitive challenge, physical, education, or emotional, academic in nature, or anything of that which is diagnosed and recognized by the specialists. These are students who are meeting the needs are or challenging or trying their level best to study in the mainstream schools are 14,868 students, and they are known as students of determinations because they are determined to achieve. Um, Students, 1,084 students are enrolled in Rahal in 2020 and 21. What is Rahal program? Rahal program is a program where the students are registered with the UAE or Dubai schools, and they can do additional curriculum. Like, for example, they can do something of their choice. They can go for, say, madrasa classes. They can also go for physical education coaching classes, and they get their results and attendance, and they bring and submit it to the school. These kind of students are 1084. And Rahal is a future focused education initiative supported by the schools. And one of the schools, there are quite a number of schools supporting this kind of education. That is madrasa running parallel in the school, and the mainstream curriculum that is registered with the KHDA. School students are more likely to be born in October than in any other month. That is quite an interesting fact over here. Students are 7% less likely to be born in the 13th of the month. That means that the date of birth is hardly present. That's quite an interesting fact. You can remember that. 20 surprise visits to school per day by the KHDA team since May 2020. This was quite interesting. That we had face-to-face education, we had blended education, we had distance learning, and KHD kept a visit to check whether the protocols or the SOP standards or procedures is being followed, or protocol is being followed or not by the schools. This 93% of the schools were found to be following Dubai government, that is CHA, Dubai government health and safety protocols. That is a piece of information we should remember. Students well-being is the plan that is started about 4 years back, and now a sneak peek at the fourth year of the Dubai students well-being census is we're looking forward to students health, emotion health, safety, emotional well-being, well adjusted in the society, well adjusted in the family, and growing very naturally. So let us look at that. 102,854 students participated in the 220 Dubai Student Wellbeing Census, and this is the information that has been listed. Students who got a good night's sleep at least 5 times a week. That means we can see the rise over here in 2019, 2020. And we have also experienced and learned it from the students that distance learning has helped them to sleep a little longer nowadays, and students are benefiting a lot from it, and they're happier and healthier and more enthusiastic. Lots of more information, more data on the 2020 Dubai student well-being census and adults at school well-being survey will be published in March 2021. That is yet to come. Higher education institutions, that means the colleges and universities. Let us have a look at that. 25% of the students have come to Dubai specifically for to study. That means that UAE or Dubai is one of the leading places where students come for education. 36 institutions are registered 2020 to 2021 enrollments and graduates. 28,166 students graduated, registered 1,459 graduates. That means students registered, they are already studying first year, and the second year, third year, fourth year, and these are the ones who registered in the given academic year. Focused, future focused education enrollment of information technology programs increased by 11% compared to 2019 and 20. Specifications. This piece is quite interesting. 92% of the institutions following Dubai government health and safety protocols. Now, students by level of study and students by specializations. You can read the bar graph that is given over here, enrolled and the graduated. Enrolled are the book that is showing, and graduated is by this value over here. Students by level of study. That is foundation, bachelor's, master's, doctorate, and others. If you want to see foundation, it is 751. Bachelor's, it's 16,000 plus 16,812, and graduate 3,974. Masters, it is 9,178, and graduate 3,201. Doctorate, 7,172, and graduated 41. Others, 5,093, and graduated 2,043. Top 8 students' nationalities. This is also an interesting fact. The community that lives in the UAE or those who've come to the UAE. India, 10,803. UAE, 4,055. Pakistan, 1,914. Egypt, 1,285. Jordan, 1,110. Lebanon, 599. Syria, 585. China, 564. Early childhood education and care, that means the KG and the nursery. Um, 222 surprise visits to early childhood centers by the KHG team since October 2020. 100% of early childhood centers visited by KHG team follow Dubai government health and safety protocols. Look out for more data and early childhood education and care sector in the next edition coming in summer 2021. You can follow KHD directly at hashtag KHD Dubai and hashtag KHDA. That is at the Twitter is at the Twitter handle is at KHDA. The Instagram is at KHD Dubai and Facebook is KHD Official. Thank you very much for your kind attention. I hope the students will use this piece of information, their research, and in their writing, and be more aware of the education world or the sector. Thank you very much for your kind attention.